Good morning, Jubilee. Elaine asked me to provide a testimony for how God has provided during this time of COVID 19. Um, I have hemmed and hawed on it, and right now it's about 5:30 in the morning, and I had kind of planned on not doing this, but then uh, it woke me up this morning about 4:30 with images and plan and things to say. So here goes. I'm not a public speaker, so bear with me. Jubilee has been having a food pantry for several years, and during that time we have funded it ourselves. Then we started getting donations and discounted food through Mississippi Food Network, and then finally the latest chapter was picking up donations from Walmart recently. Well, recently is in the last 3 years, and those donation amounts from Walmart have been up and down. But when COVID-19 hit and shortages started and people started hoarding, the amounts coming to Jubilee on Mondays dropped down into the 70 to 90 pound range. And that is a hard amount to divvy up to give out to our 60 people or so that show up on Tuesdays to looking for assistance. Bear with me. Since the shortages have started, we have actually seen just the opposite of what I would expect to see in the donations. We have seen them increase or stay the same. Our low point was, like I said, 70 to 90 pounds, but now we're back up to averaging over 200 pounds, and we've had a few Mondays where it has been 500 pounds. And this is God providing for us. It seems like to me the country and the world has become like the Israelites in the desert in Exodus 16, where we're disgruntled. Our normal way of life has changed, and we're not comfortable. And God has provided for Jubilee to help those that need it, that don't have jobs, that are short on funds, and that are short on money. We've had to switch from doing our every Tuesday snack bag type distribution to only on the fourth Tuesday. But right now, for the distribution, which is next Tuesday, this coming one, day after Memorial Day, our freezers are totally full. We have a pickup on Monday, and luckily it will be going out Tuesday because there's no room to put anything in all the freezers. They are full, the refrigerators are full, and God has provided for us to help people come next Tuesday. We have also received a $500 grant from Everence for the food pantry. And we got word yesterday from Mississippi Food Network, who is we work with, it's Feeding America, that they got a grant from a benefactor that has allowed them to credit our account where we buy products from them to the tune of over $600. That $600 goes a long way. I think the most I have seen Jubilee spend cost-wise with Mississippi Food Network has been like $70 or $80, and we get approximately 1 ton, 2,000 pounds of food once a month from them. And it can be dry goods or it can be frozen goods. So that $600 will go a long way. The other aspect of this time is in my job as treasurer. Newsflash, Jubilee's not had church in about 6 weeks now. During that time, I would have expected the general offerings to be down. Because it's not easy to get money coming in if you're not there with our services and whatnot. Well, the surprising thing was I did the budget this weekend, the budget report for the end of third quarter, and I actually looked at the offerings through Sunday, and we're down from our budgeted amount by about $10,000. But we currently have received $1,000 more than we received at this time last year. So again, Jubilee has stepped up in this respect in the offerings, and it hasn't made a change that we are not in the building. Jubilee continues to worship God with our funds. Jubilee continues to be a church outside of the building. And I want to thank you. We also have received a payroll protection loan. It's a 2-year loan at 1% interest that we hope will be forgiven to the tune of $11,900. That covers our expenses for payroll and much of our utilities for the months of May and June. So any offerings during these times are totally going to God. And I thank you for that, for those donations. I thank you for the prayers that keep Jubilee and this world alive and going. I hope that soon we will be able to be back in church, but it will be different because this is not over. Our normal has changed and it will be new. But God's love stays the same no matter what. And I thank you for listening, and hope I have not rambled too much. And I say good morning to you. It's Wednesday and the sun is coming up. And this is goodbye from the Garrow House.